What's up, everybody? I'm Scott. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling healthy, and I hope you're staying safe out there. I'm doing really well today because I have a fun little video planned today. I thought it would be interesting and kind of entertaining to do a comparison between my very nice Dean from Hell. This is a 2015 limited edition commemorative Dean from Hell. So this is number 41 of 100 made in 2015. These were modeled after Dimebag's original Dean from Hell. And I'm going to compare that with the cutest Dimebag model you can buy, a Dean Baby ML Dean from Hell. But before I do that, if you're new here and this is your first time watching one of my videos, thank you for joining me. Thank you for finding this video. My name is Scott Bino, and here on YouTube, I like to make videos related to guitars, amps, pedals, gear, stuff like that. So if you're into those kind of videos, you'll probably dig this channel, so you might want to consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. It takes 2 seconds, doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me grow the channel. All right, so the reason why I'm making this video today is I think a month or two ago, I posted a review of this commemorative limited edition Dean from Hell, and it seemed to resonate. People seem to enjoy that video. The Dimebag community is very active. The Dimebag community loves Dimebag's gear, loves Dimebag's guitars, loves talking about Dimebag's guitars, and I love talking about Dimebag's guitars. So I thought it'd be kind of fun today to do a fun comparison between this guitar and this cute little 3/4 length Baby Dean ML. Now, some of you watching right now might be looking at the title of the video and saying, what the hell, Scott, is up with the pricing? What are you talking about? This is not a $10,000 guitar. And you'd be right. If we were talking about the new price of the guitar when they first came out in 2015, they were not $10,000 Canadian. No, I know that. But this may come as a shock to some of you, and well, maybe not, because I think a lot of you watching this are Dimebag fans and know how crazy the price of these guitars are becoming, especially the washburn Dimebag guitars. Don't even get me started on that. But the last I heard, the sale of some of these guitars, these ones from 2015, the 100 that they made, the limited edition commemorative Dean from Hells, I've heard they're getting up to $10,000 Canadian. Listen, I get it. It's kind of crazy, but I'm just sharing the information that I have with you in case you're interested. Are they worth that much money though? Well, I mean, it depends on what you define worth as, because the value of something is what somebody is willing to pay for it. So you be the judge. And as for this Baby Dean ML, I paid, I think, like 150 or 200 bucks Canadian for it a few years ago, but even these guitars right now, as far as I've seen, are selling for upwards of 500 or 600 Canadian, which is kind of crazy to me, but it just kind of goes along with the theme of Dimebag guitars are becoming really expensive. All right, so the way that this video is gonna work today is I'm gonna go over and talk about the spec and some of the differences between these two guitars and sort of go a little bit deeper into the spec of the Baby Dean ML. And then what I'm gonna do just for fun is play a demo song with both of these guitars, and I'll A/B them back and forth, and you'll see on screen which one I'm playing, so you can actually hear how this guitar stacks up in a mix compared to, you know, the big boy commemorative limited edition Dean from Hell. And you never know, right? To be honest, this guitar doesn't sound terrible. I'll let you be the judge when you hear the demo song, but I thought this guitar sounds half decent, and it's actually a lot of fun to play. Now, obviously the major difference between these two guitars is that this is a full-size guitar, obviously, and this is a 3/4 length. It's made for, generally speaking, kids as a beginner guitar. It's a little bit easier to fret, it's a little bit easier to play. But as an adult, if you've never played a 3/4 length guitar, they're actually a lot of fun. I'd recommend getting one just for sort of kicking around the house, or if you're in small quarters, or if you're traveling. They're actually kind of a lot of fun to play. And I find myself picking this up from time to time if I'm, sitting in front of the TV or whatever it happens to be. They're just kind of fun to wrap your hand around and play with. Hi-yo! Thank you, thank you. All right, so looking at the face of the guitar, obviously this commemorative limited edition has a Floyd Rose, and this Baby Dean ML has a string through fixed bridge, which is cool because you can do this. And on the Baby Dean ML, you have this 3-way switch, which I personally think is in kind of an unfortunate position, and you have a single volume and a single tone knob. And the thing I like about the graphic on this guitar is that yes, it has the lightning bolt motif, but it's kind of cool because they made the blue more of like a baby blue to go with the theme of like kids guitar, which I think is kind of cool. All right, so that's sort of like the surface level stuff. Let me just dig a little bit deeper and tell you a little bit more about this Baby Dean from hell. The body of the Baby Dean ML, as far as I know, is made of basswood. The neck is a bolt-on maple neck with a rosewood fretboard. Obviously, that is pretty different than the big boy Commemorative limited edition Dean from hell, which has a mahogany body and a mahogany neck and a rosewood fretboard, and it is a set neck, not a bolt-on neck. The thing that I thought was kind of nice and sort of a surprise about when I opened up the Baby Dean from hell is that the inside of the pickup cavity and the electronics was painted with a black shielding paint. This helps to reduce noise and hum from electronics, which I thought was kind of a nice touch, especially considering this was sort of an entry-level, quote-unquote, cheaper guitar. All right, so the pickups inside this guitar are called SEM. It's a brand that I believe is either made in China or made in Korea. I tried to find online, I've read both, so if somebody actually knows where these things are made, feel free to comment in the comments below to let us all know. But, you know, they're not great pickups, but they're also not terrible. To be honest, I've actually played worse sounding pickups from actual name brand manufacturers, which I won't name right now. The neck pickup reads 9.9 on my multimeter and the bridge reads 10.2. So they're not the hottest pickups in the world, but they're also not too shabby. And when I pulled off the neck from this guitar just to see what it looked like, I thought it was kind of funny because there is some paint on the bottom of the neck joint there. So it looks like to me that perhaps this neck was put on before the paint fully dried. I don't know, but I thought that was kind of interesting. And yes, this guitar has a fully functioning truss rod, which is great, especially if your guitar has a bowed neck. And there's a nice little touch on the back of the neck. The neck plate is not just a standard sort of plain Jane metal neck plate. There is an engraved signature Dean logo on there, which I thought was kind of cool. And while I was cleaning up this guitar for the video today, I took off the strings and I thought I would clean up the fretboard a little bit. It had like a ton of kind of gross gunk all over it from the previous owner. So I've had this guitar for about 3 years or so, and the owner that I bought it from had bought it new and used it as a kid, and then he sort of, you know, stopped playing guitar and wanted to get rid of it, but I'm pretty sure he left the original strings on the guitar along with all of his sweat and DNA and everything that sort of just melted into the fretboard. It was pretty gross. So I spent some time cleaning it up and oiling the fretboard, and it's actually not a bad looking piece of rosewood. All right, folks, that'll do it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I wanted to just have a little bit of fun. I wanted to make something kind of entertaining and kind of cool. Maybe it's a little bit goofy, but I thought you guys would get a kick out of it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. It takes you 2 seconds. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me grow the channel. I would really appreciate it. And if you've been here before and you're already a subscriber, you are my hero. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for helping me grow the channel. I really do appreciate it. You are the reason why I keep making videos. All right, folks, that'll do it for me today. Thank you for joining me. Love you all. And remember, stay safe and stay heavy. Peace out.